Greetings everyone. Well, our look at Gosei Sentai Die Ranger now continues on with Droves of Evil Sentai. At the Hotel Swed, Rin dives into a pool being cheered on by the other members. Ray and Daigo likewise dive in with Shoji over the water and splash around. A woman comes into the pool and calls for them to come out. The foreigners are wondering what she wants, as she states they're rather unique and quite charming in their look. She states she's a scout for Hollywood, looking for a Japanese action star for the next big sci-fi movie. So she asks how much it costs, but she says they have to be chosen first, as she continues to take photos before leaving the team. Shoji states she always wanted to go to Los Angeles to see a Hollywood studio. Ren adding she'd be a celebrity if she got a role in a Hollywood movie. Daigo wants for Kazu is Torio, as the woman starts taking a picture of Kazu by the waterfront, claiming he has good proportions. However, without warning, Kazu covers his eyes from a flash and is suddenly approached by a clone of himself, shocking him. He tries to stop the clone, but knocks him down and out while calling Kazu an idiot. Kazu wakes in a prison at a Gorma base, as the other Kazu asks if he's awake. Kazu asks who he is, but surprised when he calls himself the Die Ranger Kazu, and the clone calls him a fake. The woman appears and states she may have made a copy of Kazu, but she can't tell which is the real one, surprising the impersonate Kazu as she laughs and reveals herself as the Gorma minion copy empress. Gorma states many consider her a true Gorma heroine, but Kazu wonders what she'll do with the copy, which she states will be assassinating Master Kaku. The clone saying he'll do it with his own hands as the two depart. Back at the pool, the four other Die Rangers are taking a break from swimming as the fake Kaku appears with a bouquet, stating today is Master Kaku's birthday, and he's going to fake Kazu. Fake Kazu appears with a bouquet, saying it's Master Kaku's birthday and that he's going to celebrate it. The other Die Rangers are confused, now realizing it, while claiming Kazu is good to know this. At the Die Ranger headquarters, Kaku is startled from his meditation as the door opens with the Die Rangers singing happy birthday to their master. Kaku looks confused, wondering what's going on, stating it isn't his birthday. Shoji yells at Kazu for jumping the gun. The fake decides to apologize by demonstrating new Keelan-style technique, taking a sword and using to demonstrate his drunken fist abilities and swordsmanship, with the other Die Ranger celebrating his skill, but suddenly swipes at Kaku's arm, making it bleed before dashing away. The other Die Rangers are pursued. As they stop him, the other Die Rangers wonder what's gotten into Kazu and if he's lost his mind, but he sees another mistake and the sword slipped from his hand. Not trusting him, Ryo throws a beetle onto Kazu's back, seeing he's bothered a bit by him. Kaku emerges with a sling around his arm, saying he's fine even after the attack, but he's worried about Kazu, stating he has to be an imposter since the style wasn't Kazu's Keelan style, and that the fake knows where the real Kazu has to be. Ryo uses his communicator to track him down, Daigo realizing the beetle was a microtransmitter as the team rushed to search for the clone. At the Gorman base, Kazu struggles to escape as the fake continues to move with the other Die Rangers in pursuit. As the Die Rangers reach a vacant lot, Copy Empress states she's been waiting for them while performing Ryoku Tenshin transformation pose as pages of the Die Rangers' photos fly out of her body, shocking the team as she brings the four to life. The team shows confusion as the Gorman explains humans have reached the point of making portable copiers, but Gorma have had them for 6 millennia. Thus she disguised herself as a photographer, took photos through a copy lens, and then used a copy machine in her body to make duplicates, thus to use them to assassinate Kaku. As for the real Kazu is, she stays in solitude before laughing, wondering how it feels to fool the real Die Rangers as the team transforms in anger. However, Copy Empress reveals she can perform the same, mocking the transformation pose and allowing the clones to become Die Rangers as well. She tries to give them extra copies as the second set of Die Ranger clones emerge, surrounding the team to attack them. Elsewhere, the fake Kazu pulls out a knife to kill the real one to take his place, rushing to his prison, but he sees it empty and wondering where he is. Opening the gate, he sees the real Kazu hiding in a shadowy corner, leaping and confronting his clones as the two begin fighting one another. At the same time, the other Die Rangers fight their two clones. The real Ryo is struck by a double lightning blaze destruction by the clone Ryo Rangers before they release flames to further hit him. The clone Shisha Rangers use mist hiding to throw a bike riding at the bike riding Copy Empress as Daigo Shoji is struck by dual gravity effects and ran by dual straight-line tornadoes. The Gorman says this is what she calls friendly fire. Gar says she's never seen anything as fun as the Die Rangers fighting one another and being called as the clones to shoot the real Die Rangers with die busters. Back at the Gorma hideout, the two Kazus continue to fight. The fake thirsty knife would try to hold the real Kazu down but losing in the battle. Kaku appears making the fake Kazu attack him but is caught and thrown down by the master as he claims his Keelan style is fake. The fake tries again, being thrown back by a key blast, making him turn back into a copy page before vanishing. Kazu blames his carelessness for causing this incident and apologizes as Kaku advises Kazu to help the Die Rangers in dealing with their clones. Kazu rushes to help, but Copy Empress confronts him. She asks if he dealt with his clone before she's hit by the real Kazu, who declares his master finished his clone and he'll finish his clone and he'll finish her off. These are Kyoku tension pose. She creates the third Die Ranger clone squad, attacking Kazu as he fights him with his diamond rod and deals with consistent attacks. Copy Empress stomps on him to shut his mouth up and finish him off. The Kyoku Ranger catches the blade, saying he won't let her finish him like this, and he kicks her multiple times and punches her away. He says he won't let her create any more copies as he turns his diamond rod into the rod arrow, a killing style technique that turns the staff into a javelin that stabs the Copy Empress and hits her with ki, destroying all the clones, both where he is and around the other Die Rangers. As the other clones vanish and blow away his paper, Copy Empress curses Kazu for pulling this, as the Die Rangers meet with Kazu wondering if he's alright. He apologizes for making them worry, but Rio confirms they'll never abandon a friend, and they'll show what the Die Rangers can accomplish as a team. The Gorman minions say she won't lose to them, as the team hits her with their diamond rods, before Kieran Ranger flies out and performs the Kieran Bomb Punch, knocking her back and allowing them to confine her with diamond rods and destroy her with the Key Power Bomber. However, she's able to use her growth bomb before she's destroyed, allowing the team to summon the mythical Key Beast and form Dyreno. Copy Empress declares her final copy, and she creates a fake Ruseo, confusing the team as it attacks with kicks and throws toward Dyreno before it tosses it aside and uses his Great King Sword to shock the clone and Gorman minion before finishing both with Storm and Stress. Copy Empress saying his inferiority and demise that all she worked for was for nothing. Back at the pool, Kazu joins the other Die Rangers in the pool as he sees the photo of himself and the other Die Rangers re-emerge within, making them worried that their clones would appear before vanishing again, make them crumble the paper wads and throw them away. So let's take a look at some notes from this episode. The fake Kazu is portrayed by Keisuke, so she is identical twin brother Daisuke, who later plays a Kuya Kai / Blue Bead, the Jyoku beetle fighter. The tracking device is in the shape of a male Japanese rhinoceros beetle, which is Blue Bead's motif. This episode aired on Tatsuya Nomi's 24th birthday. Nice. So I think this episode is kind of interesting, and yep, another episode where the villains decide to make evil clones of the good guys. Gee, where have we seen that before? So for all I give, Droves of Evil Sentai, 3 Megazords out of 5. Well, tune in bits until the next episode of the day, a bad, bad, bad guy. So until then, in the words of Zordon, may the power protect you.